Hello everyone, Crystal Fissure here and welcome to a new Crash Bandicoot video. Today we are looking at the new King game, the new Crash Bandicoot game produced by King / Activision, and it is, I actually don't have the title for it yet, it's just, I'm just going to call it the Untitled Crash Bandicoot game, and you know, it's basically a free runner, which is like that classic game you get on mobile. It used to be huge back in the day. Remember Temple Run? But then they got on. I feel like you don't really hear about these sort of games that much anymore, but they still exist. And as you can see, it's pretty much made for Crash Bandicoot, to be perfectly honest. So this is them showing off sort of the tutorials of what we have to do. So for example, jumping, spinning crates. Of course, we've got to collect Wumpa Fruit as well. By the way, this footage was provided by OGL Gameplay, so thanks very much to them for providing this. I must have got access to it early. My guess is that considering this is out now, or this video is out, obviously the game is not too far off from an official release. You'll see you can also slide as well, and see that sliding actually hit the Nitro crate. So it looks like there actually are regular levels, so you know, you play it, you don't just run, you know, infinitely. You don't run infinitely, you clearly have to complete levels, and then as you'll see in a little bit, there you go, he died. I'll just skip ahead a little bit more. You'll see that there's actually like a menu and like a whole level select sort of thing, and some interesting cameos really. So you got their Nitro Ant. Could that be a reference to Twinsanity? Someone had pointed that out on Reddit as well, and I was thinking the exact same thing when I was watching. I'm like, yeah, that could be a Nitro. It could be like sort of a Twinsanity reference to some of the ants and enemies in Twinsanity. Of course, then as well, there's an interesting cameo from a Crash of the Titans enemy. So that's kind of interesting too. So he says, there's the Nitro Ant drone. Throw the Nitro Serum. Hitting that one. Perfect job there. He does the dance. By the way, Crash mobile model, not too bad. Don't mind it. Like the fact that gem also looks cool. I like the fact that we've got the, you know, he's got that kind of the shaded back, you know, that kind of light back hair sort of thing. More classic model, very much, you know, more like the, you know, original, more like the original games, you know, on PS1. All right. Anyway, so let's load this up and check this. So here's the plot of the game, I guess. Mutagen Henchman. What? Dingodile looks odd. Not sure I'm a massive fan of Dingodile. Alright, creating portal weapons to do what? Exactly. Now, by the way, guys, just a quick thing. This is not the new Crash game that we're hearing rumors about. You know, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, whether there's going to be a new Crash game coming out, you know, as like a launch title or something along those lines. And as of now, we don't have anything concrete, but I can guarantee you there is no way this is the only thing we're getting of Crash. And there's, yeah, Scorporilla. So Scorporilla was in Titans. So to be honest, guys, like, I'm terrible with the Titans series because one, I never actually finished Crash of the Titans, and I did finish Mind of a Mutant, but yeah, that game was fairly difficult for me actually, but I actually played it on the Nintendo Wii. So anyway, there seems to be like, this reminds me of SimCity Build It, the whole thing where you're like, you know, you create these different things and then you use it, and you know, you go to different levels. My guess is, unfortunately, for people that are not fans of microtransactions, this is probably not going to be the game for you, because clearly it looks like there's going to be, you know, some kind of, you know, payment, whether it's for crystals or something like that. I will say though, musically, I think they've done a fantastic job of actually capturing the spirit of Crash Bandicoot. Of course, there was the theme there, you know, trickled in, but yeah, this is actually pretty awesome. I like this. We've got this underground section. We've got, yeah, honestly, like, I think that for a mobile game, you know, they could have been super, super lazy, and I dig this. I dig this style. I dig the animations. Dingodile was a bit odd. It wouldn't call myself a fan of that, but yeah, I think that honestly, they're actually doing, I think, a pretty decent job, as I said, of capturing the essence of Crash. Like that there remind me of the Wumpa stairs in, you know, in, what was it, like Digging It or Behaving, you know, like this, where you walk up them. Anyway, oh, time to come back to our base, big brother. Take the exit left. Can't get through. Oh, Is it is it another paywall, or is it actually like, you know, just by, yeah, I'm guessing you just have to actually get more gems. So that's cool. That's of course keeping the essence with the classic, that's the name of our community, the classic Crash, where, you know, there's different gem sections and stuff like that. So I actually dig that a lot, and that's what I got all these different collectibles there. The serum is ready. So this is interesting. Yeah, so it's going to be something that I'm going to have to, you know, play it myself and actually figure out what you need to do here. But looking at this sort of as a you know, actually this is like the second time I've looked at it, but yeah, as a second glance here, I'm seeing that, yeah, basically you have a base. You also have your own base that you can work on. Apparently, I think that was in like an original, like sort of one of those releases, one of the leaks like a few months ago, they'd mentioned something along those lines. So that's pretty interesting. I just really dig that music. Very upbeat, very cheery. Of course, the sound, the marimba sort of sound is, you know, classic Crash. Oh, okay, so that's what happened when he... Okay, so you can slide into those things. That's what happens when you get hit when you have Aku Aku. The one thing I don't really like that much is the fact that, yeah, you know, you hit a Nitro and obviously you die, classic death animation. But what I don't really like the fact that if you just hit into a regular crate, you also get hit. That kind of seems like a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of an oversight to me. Like, I feel like you shouldn't, I don't know, I just feel like that shouldn't happen. Like, shouldn't technically just be like, well, you know, because technically you could walk into one and what would it actually do? Doesn't it kind of invalidates the Nitro crate a little bit more, to be honest. In fact, I'm trying to think of what the purpose would be in comparison. Like, what's the difference between getting hit by a Nitro crate and a regular crate? But yeah, so yeah, it's more of the same gameplay here. I might skip ahead to some more stuff, some boss stuff as well. Well, actually, we already saw that, but I'll just skip to some other stuff too. Alright, so have a look at this, by the way. This is really cool. You'll notice, listen to this, ready? Listen carefully. Do you hear the kind of... That's basically sort of masked in there in between some of the other sounds. That's the Icy Peak drums, which is from a sample pack. You'll notice that if you've ever seen the New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestler Tetsuya Naito, his theme also has those drums as well. So it's just a famous drum pack. But yeah, so the connection to Spyro and Crash continues through this mobile game. But yeah, no, so basically later in the video, by the way, yeah, go check out the full video if you want to see full gameplay. There's a few more minutes. What he does is he's just sort of testing out with different things and seeing what, you know, if he can exploit it and stuff like that. You know, what hurts you, what doesn't. You know, okay, so there you go. He spun that Nitro. So yeah. 665 Wampa as well. I wonder how much value that actually is. Like, is that enough to pay for something that you would, you know, normally, you know, pay like real money for, or how's that going to work? So I guess we'll find out more about this in the coming days and weeks. Is it going to be a game that I will play? Probably. Realistically, like, you know, if I'm like looking for things to do, you know, yeah, maybe I'll give the game a go. But yeah, look, a power gem, very cool. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's not like it's some special crazy game, but I do think that, okay, if you want to look at the sort of where the money is, right? If you want to look at how they make money, and you look at like an Activision investor calls and stuff like that, the money they make from mobile is in the billions. You know, it is truly astronomical money that they make. So this, you know, it bodes well for the future of the Crash franchise, even though, you know, sort of the more hardcore fans are probably not going to want to pay this. They don't want to, you know, play this. They're not going to want to pay money for it to do things. The thing is that, yeah, people like the casual fan love a mobile game. So yeah, we've got some other classic levels it looks like we have. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this. If they're just going to be bringing back all these classic levels, obviously, you know, as a runner format, but like different themes, I wonder how many different themes they are. I hope there's like at least 10, hoping for the best, but expecting, you know, maybe a few less. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, there's the part. There's Silo, there's something else too. Yeah, so we'll learn more about this in the future. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Go check out the full video on OGL Gameplay's channel, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.